cup person, Alyssa. Now I knew who did the prank, but I was so blindsided as to why she would pick me to do the prank, and also why was she upset at the word petty? I had never called her petty. I had simply told someone else that I thought one of my friends was petty in a joking manner. Apparently, Alyssa had overheard that conversation somehow and was now angry that I called my prankster petty. I called my boyfriend while I was in my room and told him I was creeped out, and I told him about the messages I had gotten slipped under my door. I know the college dorm walls are thin, but the next thing I know, I get another handwritten note slid under my door. Quote, OP, I'm sorry I ever spoke to you about anything. I am not a creep. Also, you don't have to worry about me starting some kind of awkward conversation. Alyssa. At this point, I'm freaked out because she is listening to everything I say. That night, I showed my dorm supervisor all of the notes and told her everything that had happened. She assured me Alyssa was harmless, but that she would talk to Alyssa the following day. Before my dorm supervisor could talk to her, though, I got another note under my door early the next morning. Quote, OP, I am not petty, and it is fine for me to do it because I didn't know you would get mad. You can't be mean because of it. I'll never talk to you or other people again. I will go where there are no people. Keep in mind, I have never responded to any of these notes, nor have I even seen Alyssa since before this whole thing started. I immediately send a picture of the note to my dorm super in case Alyssa does something irrational. That whole day, I avoided my dorm and room because I didn't feel like being watched or listened to. And I didn't want to find any more notes under my door. That night, my dorm super called me into her office and asked if I wanted to be present for the meeting with Alyssa. I said I wouldn't mind since I would like to resolve the matter and move on as professionally as possible since I was still her RA and would have to deal with her for the rest of the semester. Alyssa walks into the office a short while later, takes one look at me sitting in the office, and then darts off running. After a shocked second, my dorm super jumped up and chased after her. I had to laugh at the comedy of absurdity of the whole situation. I ended up being requested to leave the office so Alyssa could have a private conversation with the dorm super, and Alyssa did not want me to be present for the meeting. I took absolutely no issue with that and happily left. After the meeting, the dorm super called me back in to talk, and she told me Alyssa needed some space to calm down, but that she would be fine now. She said that Alyssa had been hurt because the night of White Glove, she had been smiling and winking at me, trying to hint at the fun surprise she had in store for me the next morning. Her definition of smiling had been the unnerving stare that had caused me to look away that night. She was hurt that I ignored her, but she carried through with the prank anyways. She did overhear several of my conversations, and she was also upset that I called her petty. I was exasperated at this point, but my dorm super assured me that she had basically threatened to take more severe action if Alyssa left